All right. So, what happens is you work at a job, and at the end of the year, they slide you one of these, a W-2. A W-2 is a wages statement, an income statement, essentially. Basically, it shows where you worked, Armada area schools, your personal information, which I have redacted so you don't come to my house. Yep, you're not invited. My SOCH, which mine's super unique. It's just all X's. That's pretty neat. And then how much money I made and how much money was withheld. All of you will have the exact same form where box number 1 is always your wages and compensation. Whether you make $8 an hour at Blake's or you work for Armada and you make, a salary of like 70-ish K or whatever. Okay? So that's going to be your wages. Box 2 is always your income tax that was withheld. You don't have this. Don't look for this. This is how much money your employer pulled out of your paychecks for the entire year. And the idea behind this is, if the government says, hey, you made 70 grand, cool, give us 10%, I would have to write them a check for 7 grand right now today. Instead, they say, hey, you're going to make 70 grand. What if we pull out about 10% every month, and by the end of the year, we'll have pulled out about 7 grand. And then, if you owe us 7 grand, we will already have withheld 7 grand, so then we'll be like even. So now instead of me writing a check for 7 grand, I've just had money taken out of my paycheck every single pay to pay off that 7 grand. Okay? So the government does this for us. How nice of them. They take money out of our pay and just hold on to it. Every single one of you has a little pot of money that says federal income tax withheld on it somewhere. Okay? Then there's Social Security wages. This is how much money you made before any deductions. Like I had some tax deductions because of investments and stuff. So the actual salary was like $75K. And then that $75K, they take 5.4% and they put it in the Social Security pot. Social Security is for old people so that they can take money out and continue to live. My Medicare wages was $75K, and they take 1.45% out and give it to people who don't have health care. And then the rest of the boxes will depend on you or me. In my case, I have some money I put into a retirement account because it's a retirement plan, money that the district paid for my health care, money that the district paid for other stuff, my pension fund, that's how much money went into the Michigan pension / healthcare, and then this is how much I paid to be in the Michigan Education Association. That's our union. Okay? So you won't have this stuff on there. And then at the bottom, I made $70K according to the state of Michigan, and they withheld $2,500. Hopefully that's about 4-ish%. 4 times 70 would be like 2,800, so looks like we're right around the correct number. Okay. So, we're going to work through this document. Who are you looking for? He's not. No. Yep. So, we start at the top. This is our 1040. I'm going to pretend that you all are my tax accountant. You are my paid preparer. Go ahead and flip over your 1040 and sign your name. Write your name, sign it. You are my tax accountant. Congratulations. It is an unpaid position, so sorry about that. And then we both go to prison. We can be roommates. Actually, no, that's fine. I'm scared of heights. All right. And then after you have prepared my taxes, you will tell me to sign it. Go ahead and forge my signature real quick. Looks a little something like that.
Sure. Squiggly lines is what it looks like.
Yep. And we're going to fill this out. Thank you. As if I am single. That changes some of the reporting and stuff. And then we'll also do one later, my actual one. So, you are my accountant, and you say to me, hey, Jason, give me all of your tax forms. And then I hand you this, my W-2. And you're like, is that it? And the answer is yes. For now, that's the only tax document I received. So you're going to use that document to fill out the rest of this. So now you are acting as me. So for first and last name, write Jason C. Whoops. Yep. Jace Chase Moore. My SOCH is 372651397. Whoops, I should probably just say 111. Hold on, don't write that down. 11111. Oh no. Ha! Good luck stealing my identity.
It's not even Social Security.
No, you're going to steal a bunch of debt. Enjoy a mortgage payment, student loans, and a car payment.
It's okay, there's a lot of people named Jason.
Yeah, maybe you can get a good one. Okay? We're going to pretend that I am not married. This will make it a little easier. Don't tell my wife. My address is 23655 Armada Center Road. Stop by anytime. Apartment number 38. Joke's on you. You stop by once a day for an hour. That is this room. Armada, MI 48005.
You live here?
Yep. I have a cot under the desk. Please don't. Nothing against him, of course, but yeah. I did not live in a foreign country, which means I do not owe any foreign taxes or anything like that. There's a box over here that says, would I like to give the federal government $3? The answer is no, thank you.
Why?
Why do I not? You know what? Fine. I love America, and since this is a pretend, sure, I would love to donate $3 to the election campaign.
How many people do you think actually like put yes on?
Probably a lot of try hard Americans.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. They're like hoping to get extra credit or something. All right. Now we get to filing status. Let's say that I am single. The other options include married filing jointly. So that's when married people file their taxes together. We'll do that one tomorrow. Married filing separately. This one continues to confuse me. I'm not really sure why someone would do that. Head of the household is if you are divorced but you have the kids in the house, you are the head of household. And then a qualifying surviving spouse, that's if you are a widow or widower. That's different for you as well. Okay? For all of you all, as you're filing, you'll just be single. Okay? Next box or next line is digital assets. Did we do any crypto-y stuff? We'll just check no. For ease. Next up, standard deduction. The government has a number. It's over here in this little bump out. that basically they say, as long as you're living on your own, you probably do X amount of things per year that are like tax deductions or tax write-offs. So if you donated to Project Care or you donated to spaghetti dinner or whatever, but the government doesn't want a receipt for every spaghetti dinner or Project Care donation, so they just make up a number and then they give everybody a deduction. So as long as you're not claimable as a dependent, which if you're over 18 or 19 and you're on your own for at least 51% of your costs, you are not a dependent.
So if I'm working, right, and say I'm not 18 yet, and I have to do something like this, I would put myself as.
Someone can claim you as a dependent. And then I'll show you, we'll do that one on maybe tomorrow. Your parents claim you as a dependent, which means they get a tax write-off or a tax credit.
Saying you could take it like the thing where they can.
$2,000. Yep. Good. So
I thought it was a grand now.
it's 2. All right. So nobody can claim me as a dependent. I am your tax person. I was not born before 1960, nor am I blind, so we can skip those. Right? Again, we're going to pretend I am single, which means I do not have any dependents. Dependents would be people that depend on you for at least 51% of like costs. So most of you, if not all, probably are somebody's dependent. Okay? So for me, nothing. So really, the top half of this document is now done. What all did we actually have to do? Yeah, we put in name, address, checked a couple boxes. Okay? Pretty easy so far. Then we get to income. Total amount from W-2 box number 1. Here is my W-2 box number 1. $70,126.43. $70,126.43. $70,126.43. Nope. Nope. Sure. Maybe the IRS agent checking yours would be like, oh, that's nice. Smiley face. Yeah, I won't audit this person for tax fraud. Next, household employee wages. That's like if someone in your house or you worked but didn't get a W-2, like not reported on a W-2, like you mowed your neighbor's lawn once a week and they paid you, I guess technically you should write that here. How does the government know they don't? So it's on you to just report it. So, would I report it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer that question for legal purposes. Next. So that one is 0. Use a better adjective.
There's nothing wrong with
Okay. The next one is tip income not reported on line 1. If you work in a service industry, they might add in your tips if it's like on credit cards. If it's cash, nobody else knows about it. So the good news is you can report that to the government if you want to pay taxes on your tips. So should you? Yes. Are you going to? Yes, you definitely should. Now, we're doing this for me, so as of right now, my tip jar just has some pens and a paper clip, but I am accepting for 2025. Just putting it out there.
it. Put that in your,
If you guys give me some tips, I'll report it. Okay. No, I won't. All right. So that's a 0. Medicaid waiver payments. This is nothing. Taxable dependent care. I don't have any dependents in this hypothetical situation. Or if you said, hey, do you have a form 2441? I would just say, no, I do not. Employer provided adoption benefits. I do not have any adopted children. Wages from a 8919. Again, you would say to me, hey, do you have a 8919? And I would say, no, I do not. Other earned income. Did you make any other money any other how? No, I did not. Did I have any combat pay? Sometimes I feel like I am in combat, but no. No. The nice thing about the government is if you do join the military and you do see combat, they will not actually tax it. So it's like,
cool.
yeah, it's like, hey, thanks for fighting for our country. Go ahead and keep the whole thing.
No tax on like paycheck.
For your combat pay.
It's like it's like the money you get from if you're actually.
Yes, the military pay during combat. Yes. Okay. So Z says add 1A through 1H. So if you go 1A plus 0, it's just that same number, the amount of money I made at my job. Okay? The next chunk or section is about like investments. If you had me for finance, I talked about Roth IRAs, 401ks, 403bs. Some of those are tax deferred, meaning you won't pay taxes on them. Or if you invest not in a tax shelter, they would be taxable. Okay, Zephy?
So money that you put into an account also gets taxed. Like the money, is it the money that you put in, or is it the money that's just already there?
The money that is earned.
Oh, from like
Because the money you put in, you made from your job,
yeah,
which is already taxed.
yeah. So
But then the money that you earn,
interest gets taxed.
the interest gets taxed. Correct.
And then there's also accounts that don't get taxed, right?
Correct.
The one you just said. Roth
Yes.
IRAs and-
So that would be this side, the tax exempt. So tax exempt means you're not going to pay interest because it's inside of a 401k or a 403b. Okay? So you would say to me, hey, did you have any investments? Did you have any dividends or IRA distributions? That's you pulling money out. Did you pull any money out of your pension? Did you pull any money out of Social Security? And the answer is no, 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 no. And then line C, are you taking a lump sum or something? No. Line 7, capital gains or losses. This is if you sell like your house or a boat or something and you make a bunch of money from the sale of a like asset. In my case, nothing. Additional income from a Schedule 1, nothing. Add 1Z to B3, B4, B5, B6, B7, and 8. This is your total income. So, again, we're adding the money we made at work plus all of this other stuff that doesn't apply. So my total income is the money I made at work. For most of you, it's going to be exactly the same. Your income is simply put the money you made at work. Line 10. Did I get a Schedule 1? No. If I did, you would just look at line 26 and put the number, but I didn't. Line 11, subtract 10 from 9. 0 taken off of 70 is 70. So you got 70, 126, 43. This is your adjusted gross income. So any of you that filled out a FAFSA recently, they asked for your parental's AGI or your household AGI. What the AGI is the money that they made from work plus any investments totaled up. And the government just basically wants to know how much money your family makes in a year to decide if they're going to give you any like federal aid or grants.
Do they also include like assets, like your house and car?
Nope, because like this is what your AGI is. It's your money plus any other money that was made. Now, if you sold your house in that year, you might have a capital gain.
Isn't that's what the comments were saying? Like, some people get screwed with fast food because when you like sell,
Yeah.
you make all the money and they ask for your like tax return.
Right. Yeah.
$4,000.
You sell your $400,000 house. It appears as though you made 500 grand that year, but that's an outlier. That's a weird year. So I don't really know what they do from FAFSA's point of view, other than just kind of screw you over.
That's all I got.
Okay. Line 12, standard deduction. So look at this bump out. The standard deduction for singled people is $14,600. Married filing jointly or qualifying widow or widower is $29,000. Head of household is $21,000. So I am single in this scenario. So $14,600. It goes on line 12. That means the government thinks all people who are single do at least $14,600 worth of tax deductible things in a year. That's when you drop a buck or two in the Santa, ringing a bell for whatever. If you donate some pants and some shirts or whatever, you donate a car, you donate some Project Care stuff. All that stuff added up, the government says should be about 14 grand.
Putting 14,000 in the Santa Cup.
Nobody. So for middle class people and low SES people, this number is way more than they would ever even come close to. But the government doesn't want receipts for when you spent 20 bucks at a spaghetti dinner fundraiser, because that would be way too many receipts. So they just say, all right, let's come up with a number high enough that we don't have people sending us a bunch of receipts. All right, line 13, qualified business income deduction. We didn't have a business. Add line 12 and 13, so it's 14,600. And finally, subtract 14 from 11. This is your taxable income. So take 14,600 off of line 11, my AGI, and tell me what you get. Give me a number. $55,526.43. 55,526.43. So let's make sure we understand this number. This is now my taxable income. So the government says, all right, for 2024, you as an individual made some money. We took off a standard amount. We'll just deduct it from your income. And what's left is taxable. So the government is going to tax me at a $55,000 kind of range or rate. Okay? So 55,526.43. Go ahead and flip it over. I'm going to write that up top. 55,526.43. So the next section is tax. Now we're going to figure out how much the government wants to charge me based on my income. To do that, very simply put, you just go and you type in the old 1040 tax table. And on this website, it has how much money you made, or how much money line 15 is. See right here it says, if line 15 is at least this but less than this, and you are filing status, your tax is whatever. So my taxable income, so line 15 was 55, right? So I'm going to get down the old 55 ski. 55,526. So let's find 55,526. Looks like it's this row. It's at least 55,500, but not more than 55,550. And I am single, So this column, 55,526. Oops, I lost it. 2 down. This one? 1 more. So this is my tax. 72, is that 89? 69? 72.69 is the amount of money that the government wants from me right now. 72.69. Back to this. So the amount of money that the government wants is 72.69. So based on me being single, earning $70K, deducting the $14,000 of standard deduction, leaving me with the $55,000, I owe the government $6,200. Do you think I would be happy to send them a $7,200 check today? No, I would be bummed out. I would spend my whole day just sad and angry. I'd probably have to shake the tip jar a little more and hope that you guys can pay off my taxes. Ooh, let's do a little simulation here. You guys are doing my taxes, right? Let's pretend I call you right now. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring. Oh, hey, Zeffy CPA. How's it going?
Good.
How's my taxes looking?
Good.
Good? Am I getting a big refund? Hello? Hello? What the Hello? My tax accountant just hung up on me. Let me call him back. Beep boop boop beep boop boop. Ring 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 ring.
I'm sick. I called in sick today.
Oh no. How are my taxes going, Anderson CPA?
Right now you owe $7,269.
What?
That's before your refund.
7,000? I got $7,000.
I haven't got to your refund yet, so you
Oh.
might make money.
Okay. All right, I'll call back later.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Okay.
72. I don't have $7,200. What the fuck? All right. So, if I called you at that exact second, your answer is things are going terrible. You make $70,000 and you're about to owe $7,200. Things are not good. Okay? But let's continue. Amount from Schedule 2, we don't have one. Add 16 and 17, 72.69. Line 19, child tax credit. Again, I'm single, I don't have any. Amount from Schedule 3, I didn't give you a Schedule 3. Add 19 and 20, that's just 0 plus 0.
Oh, tell me something. It's more we're trying to get a job right now. Trying to.
Who?
Logan Smith said that will pay me $10 an hour to do his account.
What?
That's what I'm like.
To do his taxes? $10 an hour. Subtract 21 from 18. So take 0 off of 18. 72.69. Other taxes, they don't exist. Add line 22 and 23. This is your total tax. So 22 and 23, that's 72.69. So as of right now, I owe the government $7,269. That would make me sad, but hopefully there's more to come. The next section is payments. So 25, federal income tax withheld from your Form W-2. Ooh, we had one of those, right? Form W-2. Let's take a look. $72, 68, 77. 72, 68, 77. That is how much I had withheld from my pay. I told Armada area schools, please take out 72, 68, 77. What'd you say, Laney? Did you say something or no? No. I thought someone said, oh, you're going to owe like 20 cents or whatever. Did I not hear that? All right, I'm hearing things again. It's the voices. Next up, Form 1099. I didn't give you one. Nothing. Other forms. I didn't give you any. Nothing. Add line 25A through 25C. I can do that math. It's 72, 68, 77. And what is this number again? How much money I what? Yeah, how much I withheld, meaning that's money that I earned, that I had taken out of my pay, held away from me. The Armada area schools literally said, you earned some money, but we held some back. That's how much I withheld. Okay? Does this number look very close to another number that's a key number on here? Yeah! Our total tax. Almost as if I sat down and figured out back when I filled out my withholding forms how much I could do almost to the decimal and not owe anything, but also not get a big refund. So, the next one says 2024 estimated payments from 2023. That's just nothing. Earned income credit, I don't apply. Child tax credit, I don't have any. American Opportunity Credit, I don't get it. Reserve for future use, that one's just blank. Schedule 3, I didn't give you one. Add line 27 through 31, so 0 plus 0 is 0. Add line 25D, 26, and 32, these are my payments. So this plus 0 is 72, 68, 77. 72, 68.77. And now look at the remaining categories. Refund or amount you owe. Refund. If line 33 is more than 24, subtract 24 from 33. This is how much you overpaid. So, is my line 33 more than 24, yes or no? No. It's a little bit short. So I am not getting a refund. So now we look at how much do I owe. Subtract 33 from 24. So if I take 72, 68, 77 away from 72, 69, how much do I owe the federal government? 33 cents. 23 cents.
23. Good job, Chase. You add 3 to the 7, goes to 80, so then it's 20.
Okay, so now it's been a couple minutes, so I call my CPA. Ring, 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 ring. Oh, hey, I've been panic selling everything I own on eBay to pay my tax bill. How are things now?
You owe 23 cents.
What? I thought you said I owe $7,000.
A little miscommunication.
A miscommunication.
Yeah.
So I owe 23 cents?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to go cancel a bunch of eBay sales. I will send you a quarter. Keep the change. Click. Okay,
Mic drop.
mic drop. But like literally, I would send the government a check for 23 cents. If I was going to be a jerk about it, which I probably would, I might just put 23 pennies in an envelope and just send it. Like, haha, here's 23 cents. Third-party designee. Do I want somebody else, like a lawyer or a CPA, to be able to talk to an IRS? No.
No.
I signed it. You signed it. We're done. That's it. That is my tax situation. if I was unmarried and didn't have any kids. What numbers, aside from my wages, the standard deduction, and like the amount that was withheld, were there? Yeah, that like
The 12,
my taxable, right?
the standard deduction.
Right. And like that, it just says it over here. I ain't got to do any math for it. Was this document a difficult document to do on the first pass? No. And if I gave you, like let's say I gave you a form 2441, and I was like, hey, here's my W-2 and a 2441. All you would do, I've never done this one in my life, but all you would do is look at the form 2441, look at line 25, and then put that number right here. Or right here. Or whatever. Okay? Or if I got a 8839, you would look at line 29 and then just write that number right here. It ain't rocket surgery. However, do people pay CPAs or tax accountants hundreds of dollars to do this document? Yes. Should they? No. Okay? Is anything on here so complex or difficult that you should be paying someone hundreds of dollars to do it? No. Okay? It's pretty easy and straightforward. And like, for your situation, you're probably just going to have a W-2, and that'll be it. If you run a business or if you have investment properties, things change and it's a little more complex. But even so, it's not that bad.